Today, we're diving into a new kind of artificial intelligence, one that's not just built to give you answers, but to fundamentally respect your privacy, right from the very beginning.
You know that feeling, right? You're typing a question into an AI chat, and you get this little nagging thought. Who's on the other end of this? Who's logging what I'm asking? Is this conversation going to end up in a database somewhere? Well, if you've ever felt that, you were definitely not alone.
And here's the thing, that feeling is pretty much spot on. The reality is, with most of the mainstream AI tools out there, our conversations, our ideas, our questions, our curiosities are being collected, analyzed, and in many cases, turned into the product.
So let's break it down. What exactly is the big privacy problem with the AI we use every day? It's a fundamental challenge that a whole new wave of technology is now trying to fix. The problem is baked right into the architecture. Most AI runs on these massive, centralized servers owned by just a handful of huge companies. When all the power is in one place, it means your conversations can be logged, their privacy policies can change without you even noticing, and you have very little real control. The system, from the get-go, is designed for data collection.
But what if there was a totally different way to do this? An alternative built on a completely new foundation? Well, that's where PreGPT comes in.
So what is it? At its core, PreGPT is an AI chatbot that puts privacy first. It's from the folks at PreSearch, and the two key phrases you really need to remember here are decentralized infrastructure and open source models. We're going to unpack exactly what those mean because they are the secret sauce to its privacy promise.
And that really gets to the heart of it. Creating a private AI isn't just about tweaking a few settings or writing a new privacy policy. It's a deep philosophical shift. It's about rethinking who these systems are built for in the first place.
So what does this actually look like in practice? Well, it means PreGPT is designed from the ground up not to track you. It uses transparent open source models so you know what's under the hood. And maybe most importantly, none of your chat data is stored or used for training. Your conversations stay yours. Period. Okay, so we've tossed that word decentralization around a few times. What does it actually mean for your privacy? This right here is the engine that makes the whole thing work. Think about it like this. On the left, you've got the old model. Everything you type funnels into one company's servers. That creates a single point of control. And, let's be honest, a massive financial incentive to track you. But on the right, you have a totally different model, a network that's powered by a community. There's no central gatekeeper, and the whole structure is built for privacy, not for harvesting your data. I really love this quote because it cuts through all the hype. Decentralization isn't just some techie buzzword. In the world of AI, it's the actual foundation, the architecture you need to build a system that people can genuinely trust with their thoughts and ideas. And the other piece of this puzzle is open source. When the AI models themselves are open, it means anyone can look under the hood to see how they work. It means improvements can come from a global community, not just one company's secret lab. And ultimately, it means you have way more control. Okay, so we've talked philosophy, we've talked tech. Now, let's put it all together and do a direct side-by-side comparison. How does PreGPT really stack up against the chatbots you might already be using? I mean, the difference is just night and day. Instead of centralized servers, you get a decentralized network. Instead of closed black box models, you get open source transparency. The entire design philosophy is flipped on its head, from tracking by default to privacy first. And that last line is the real kicker. Your data just isn't stored or used. It's a fundamentally different game. And this just nails it. So many of us feel stuck in this weird bargain. To get the convenience of AI, we kind of have to agree to become the product. PreGPT is positioning itself as the way out of that deal. It's the exit ramp off the data harvesting highway. At the end of the day, this whole thing comes down to one simple idea, giving you a real choice in how you use this incredibly powerful technology. It's about putting you back in the driver's seat. So who is this actually for? Well, it's for anyone who's just privacy conscious. It's for professionals, lawyers, doctors, entrepreneurs who deal with confidential information all the time. It's for students and researchers. But honestly, it's for anyone who thinks you should be able to ask a question without getting turned into a marketing profile. For a long time, there's been this assumption that you have to make a choice. You can either have powerful AI or you can have privacy, but you can't have both. What projects like PreGPT are trying to prove is that that's a false choice. We can have amazing, powerful AI without having to give up control over our own data.
It all boils down to this. The simple act of being curious is something deeply personal. It shouldn't be a commodity that gets packaged up and sold to the highest bidder. Your curiosity should belong to you and only you.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. As AI becomes as common as electricity or the internet, a basic utility for modern life, we all have to ask a really important question. Who do we trust to run it? A handful of giant corporations or a decentralized, open community that's built to serve its users? The choice is becoming clearer and more important every single day.